3 minutes to the start. And with the current, it would be harder for them. You know, it might be more crowded than they're bargaining for at the committee vote, but when they count, because the crowd will be pushing them into the committee vote, and there could be some. I don't think it's enough wins for there to be fiberglass or crowd. However, that's 1 minute to the start.
Well, Jason and Matt are in a really good position. Which one's ours? 390. Which I can't see. Is that the lead vote? No, that's 284. So 284 is right at the committee. What's the one that's out further? 201? 291. 2 down. I think he.
291? Very deal. An hour. He's going to be in less than a minute.
Family vote.
To me, it looks like the breeze is freshening to the left of the fleet here. That's probably because float 8, float 3.
Mars will take a nice shot at you.
That's the start. Maybe got a great start here. They're in a position to attack if they want, but you know what? They're probably going to keep going and get into this fresh breeze that is sitting right by here. I'm
Very nice.
The current is to prevent some of those boats now that are not even close to one yet. 4 boats are close to one. Matt and Jason just close to one.
Current is going out.
So right now, boat 8, which is the lightning fleet, all 6 seconds, is getting into that left breeze. Chris is getting some fresh breeze and pulling high in boat 3 over there. That's Chris Fackwitz in the ideal fleet. In boat 7, we have the laser fleet over there. They're going the right way because they're sticking their nose into the current while they have this breeze.
It's amazing.
Wait for that and then tack. Okay, now Rick did a smart thing because he was trailing the pack. So he decided to attack and split from the fleet. Okay, we have another boat that is tagged.
Yeah, I decided to call the family vote.
Matt Schlanger. Boat 284. And the Lightnings are in boat 291.
Where is the mark?
291 is now tacking. Now crossing the fleet, but you know they're not that far ahead of Chris. There's no reason for Chris to tack probably now, because if he's that close and he goes a little farther, maybe he'll make up some of that distance. He's not that far behind. So boat 8, which is, they did cross boat 7 and 2. I think it's very close between the ideals right now, which seem to be moving ahead. But once they tack, you know, it's you can see there's a long way to go because the Lightning boat is nowhere near laying the mark yet. They have a long way to go. So the more you go to the left, the better, because it looks like Chris is going to get some fresh breeze I was talking about over here on the left. Chris decided to tack. Now he's going to see if he can cross boat 2, the Thistles. I think he will be able to easily. They're all tacking. Okay. Interesting. Now the Lightning boat did tack back. Thistles did a roll tack. They flattened it a little too fast. The Lightning looks like they're less wind right now than the Ideals. Ideals seem to almost be laying it. By hanging on a little farther, that may have been a good idea. Now, you don't want to tack too many times in this light stuff because it's harder to get going again. So losing course now between the Lightning and the Ideals.
No, it's okay.
Chris looks like he has his main in a little too hard.
The monopod's helpful because I don't really have to pay attention.
It's hooked a little on the top.
I'm happy.
And that might not be as fast. It looks like that Bob Sangstacken has his main out a little, and it's just moving just a little bit better. Now Chris is ducking. You can see he's just ducked the Lightning boat. It may be that Chris is ahead if he's laying that mark, because now the Lightning You can see that the other two mains are just a little, it's a little more
All the
tight.
way down.
Well, they're pointing okay right now.
It's either fractals or it's like the
Those two
Should
are
be
way
interesting
down.
to see here at the rounding. Because the Lightnings do have an inside overlap.
You mean
And
in the
that
lead or
does
in
count
the
when they're on the
last?
same tack
I
coming
don't
to
know
another
the
mark
last.
on port. So Chris can't tack until the other boat is clear.
I think they're second last.
I can't tell right here if there is no overlap, but it looks like there is an overlap, which means they do have to give room. There's no offset mark here.
Closest to the
jet ski shouldn't be a problem.
The one in front of them, I think, is Matt and Jason.
Just annoying. Good, the Thistle boat. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Thistle and the laser boat is coming in with speed.
Somebody rinded.
So we have a very tight rounding here. Very tight rounding. Now let's see who gets their spinnaker up and flying fast. With the current, they should be staying high. It may be a reach, folks. I think it's going to be a fairly tight reach to stay up with the current and get around that root run, which I did say was a little bit high.
The one behind them got their shit.
Okay, Lightnings have it up and flying.
Alright, so we'll have a really good view of them coming down to us.
Boat 7 is
A lot more
second.
impressed. They got the leeward mark.
Thank you very much. Boat 7 and the Lasers have it up and flying. So it looks like they're in second place. They passed the ideal.
Someone's having trouble with there.
I'm gonna get a libation.
Who is that?
A major consideration is the current when you're sailing across the river. You really want to compensate so much for that mark. You want to be heading more toward the apartments of the boat club rather than to the mark.
I don't know if it's true, but I feel it's true.
Because that current is coming out pretty hard. We have a pretty tight grouping here in the top four, but it looks like the Lightnings are about 3 boat lengths ahead of the Lasers at this point. The Lasers pole looks a little too high. If you look at the spinnaker pole on the Lightning,
I think
down
is that
somewhat
Chris
to the lighter breeze.
I just can't. I can't tell who's.
Where's Jason? He's in the cruising fleet boat.
Oh, that one is twisted.
Okay, it looks like the ideal spinnaker needs to be sheeted in and pulled forward. Get it flying, unless they have a twist. They have a twist in their spinnaker. Grab one
It looks like there's.
Alright, so
part of it.
lasers are Michael
To get that
Cohen
twist
and
out.
John Diamond.
Okay. Ah.
Ideal 18 is Chris Frakowitz
Okay.
and Tracy
A bit
McMahon.
of excitement there.
Ensign Rick Feldman and
Staying
Frank
high, which
Shep.
is a good thing to do. Why should he go
Cycle
low?
Bob,
How that
Cessna,
current?
Jed Kortler. Sonar Ken Hulkenbeck, Gary Tenenbaum.
Trying to
Thistle,
get the pole up
Simon
there.
Ginsberg,
Boat
Peter
4.
Shack. Cruising Matt Schlanger and Jason Samuel.
I just pray.
Now, to me, all the boats are heading just a little bit too much just for the mark. They should be heating it up a little bit for the current.
Now they have the
Okay, the Thistles have worked themselves up towards second place. It's close between Thistles and Lasers. And getting ready to strip the spinnaker,
So boat 7.
which is good. This is good timing so that they can get around that mark without any
Should we yell at them?
hassles. However, it almost looks like they're waiting a little too long, in my opinion. Because they're only a boat length from the mark, and they still have to get the spinnaker down,
It's the like.
and then they have to get the pole down too. Alright,
Oh no. Yeah!
spinnaker's coming down.
It's a good golf
Bob's watching to make sure he doesn't hit the mark. At this point, boat 2 is inside of boat 7, so that they have to, they're going to be fine.
Did Did they get the numbers of the boats?
Peter's doing a good job getting ready to strip that spinnaker. Quickly, he's got the boat down already.
No, they don't have the numbers.
He's going down into
The
the,
thistles are boat too, Katie says.
going down quickly.
Ooh, they're doing a wide
They're ready
tight.
to jive.
I appreciate the
Go around the mark.
Oh,
This is really intense.
7.
It's Chris Brackowitz in 7.
Notice that Simon is easing the main as he goes.
also,
Keep the
So,
lead on the
the-
boat as much as possible.
Bob's boat
Now they're
is
gonna roll
also
around.
a leeward boat. So
Roll
all
back
of
and
those.
out. Notice how they flip the boat. That's great. They sit on the leeward side and kind of trim it in as they go.
That's Simon at
Go
Beach
around
Shack.
it.
That was definitely a
Rounding.
sailor move.
Uptown Girl, this is no fun.
What about swimming boats?
Gary is boat 1.
Yes, Roy, Doug, us, and then you. Okay, so the lightning boat tacked onto starboard, and these other two boats are on port. If I was a Thistle, that's a good idea because, you know, it looks like port tack is favored. They're heading more for the starting line, finish line.
5 is
Boat 7 decided to tack. They didn't get all the way through their tack, and now another boat has to avoid them. A little bit of a sloppy tack there.
boat 5 is
Okay, boat 2 decided to cover. So the Thistles are covering the other two boats. Let's see what happens. Yes, it does look like, again, more ripples to the left. If you're looking up the way I'm looking, looks a little more like a pond to the right and a little more ripples to the left. A little darker water to the left. I don't think that's just a reflection of the clouds. That might have something to do with it, but I think there is more breeze to the left.
you think there's
Left did pay off for the lead boats on the first leg. That should probably be
Who's in
true
4?
coming to the finish line.
they neither are wearing yeah, there's a woman on that boat, so 3. Okay.
If it were me though, I might have stayed and headed more for the committee boat. As, will I follow
Number
the
3
leader?
is that
Or maybe you can be the leader.
Oh, that's Teresa.
Particularly since this port is favored to the finish line. If you look at boat 1, they're almost laying the finish line.
Yeah, that's who's for.
That might be a whole game changer here.
Everybody else
Look at that.
Thank you.
Boat 1 here,
I want to take a look at that.
the red,
Where am I?
which is the sonars, are heading right for the finish line.
Number 5.
So again, like I said, tacking onto starboard, which they're doing now. I guess they're doing that to protect. The sonars are tacking onto starboard.
Okay.
To me, you know, these are drill boats. You don't want to tack too many times.
Question is, did Senstack and Call?
Even though they weren't laying it, they were getting closer to the line and the finish line. So they chose to come back and protect from those boats on the left. It looks like the lightning boat may have gone too far to the left. They might be overstanding the finish line or just not covered the fleet closely enough. Went to Cornersville, what you'd say. Out to the corner. There's waves, and you can see the boats are affected by some
It all
waves.
depends. I mean, they're cooking now, and if these boats get swept
Remember
below
Sunday
and
afternoon, we don't always see those power boats, but they're across the river, throwing waves to our sailing. And the way to deal with that is to heal the boat. Temporarily heal it, and when the waves are done, you flatten it again. Okay, so Bob Singstack in boat 8 is moving fastest right now, with some bees on the left. But boat 2 is also perhaps laying the finish line. So this could be a very interesting finish.
Bob's freaking smoking right now. We'll see. They're also getting swept.
You think they're laying the finish line?
If they don't lay it, then Bob is.
I don't think they're going to with their current.
It's really light by the boat. There is a little more pressure
Yeah,
on
Bob's
the
got a lot
left.
of speed. I mean, he must be
Yeah, look, that
God.
Bob's got it.
Yes, actually the way we see it now from my perspective, boat 8 and the Lightnings is going to finish first. They're way ahead. And you've got 4 boats behind that are all fair game for second here. catch that breeze
So the
if they
question-
can.
He started, he went all the way to the left.
That was the vote.
In boat 283.
So the question is he actually still gonna?
And the lasers opted to go right in boat 292.
Because there's a little more pressure
So
over here.
now
They're
it's-
sailing up.
Where do we see now? I do see some breeze over here by the committee boat. That may favor the laser boat to be second. As you can see, boat 8 is about to cross the finish line in first.
Hopefully he doesn't hook the key.
Very, very good lead.
Have they finished that? Oh, I mean, even they got swept down. Holy crud.
Even after going all the way that far.
Yeah.
You would have a Snickers?
Now, we're looking at the back of the committee boat, and we do see that the wind direction that they posted is 080 to the mark.
I don't think so. I think it's just.
I don't know if that was to the green mark or to the orange one. It may be for the new heading. But keep in mind that there is no compass on the ideal, so that really doesn't mean much.
I don't think he's finished yet.
It looks like they set the orange ones up for the next race to be in the right spot, right around, and this time they will have an offset mark. But there wasn't a problem with anybody coming in on port. They didn't really need offset in the first race anyway, so it's all good.
No, they're going to do as many as they can if the wind holds.
So now, we have 2 boats to the left and 1 to the right. And it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean,
I
square
think
on the
maybe
course.
the Thistle boat could be next because they'll have the ability to tack and then use the current and that same kind of speed that Bob and Jed observed. Okay, so there goes the Thistle boat. They're tacking. They rolled it a little bit too fast, but you want to do that a little more slowly. I believe boat 283,
Yeah.
number 283, will be next. It looks like they could have used a little more outhaul.
Who else
a little
will be
bit loose at the
indoors?
bottom of their sail. Maybe just a little too much belly in the sail for light air.
I guess
You want some.
it's moving up.
belly in the sail of light air.
There's a little gimbal on the inside. But
Mm.
Now the question is, are they getting sucked down into the committee boat and do they need to tack back? But I think they're going to be okay. They're still sailing. So they did get a finish, so it's the Thistle's second. Now, interesting finish here. Lasers are coming in on starboard,
oh, somebody just finished.
and the sonars are coming in on port. Now, it looks to me like the laser just beat the sonars. Yes, they did. So it's so far lightning, thistle, laser, sonar is finished in fourth. And you have the cruising fleet coming up in boat 290, which is boat 5. And that will be fifth place.